Yo, and yo. Yeah, today, I've got a real legend today. I've got the most ducked battler, yeah, I said it, the most ducked battler today this year.
Hashtag Duck Dynasty. That's my new shit. Hashtag Duck Dynasty.
We've got Mr. Big Man Behave Yourself over here.
Let's go.
We have the first Prem UK champ over here. Yes, and it's an honour to have you in the presence.
Salute.
Mr.
Salute,
Rivers.
Thank you,
Top
sir.
5 dead or alive. I said it.
Hey,
If
thanks
you
for the
don't
invitation,
like
bro.
it, come talk to me over there, yeah? Come talk to me over there.
There's space on the couch for you if you got a different kind of opinion. You get me? But yeah, no, salute, bro. Salute, respect for that.
Yeah, much
I
love
mean,
for coming through.
you're the first. You're probably the first to kind of reach out and make it happen and get me down there and say, listen, bro, this is the date. This is what I want you. Like, boom, boom, boom. Like, I think a lot of people, the idea of having an interview with man is cool and everything, but I just think maybe they don't follow through, or maybe there's something intimidating on my end. So I'm just using this moment to say I'm cool to have interviews with whoever, innit?
Oh, I don't know what's the problem. It's like, if you say no, it's not a biggie. Like,
I hear that
like,
still,
not
but I think sometimes people wouldn't ask me because they think I'm gonna say no, or they think maybe the way I'll say no or something like that. And more time, I'm sitting here dying to tell my fucking story. You know what I mean? I could put it out myself, but how dumb does it look me asking myself questions? So Rivers, how did you feel like that? I don't know. It's like, bro, like it makes more sense. I come and sit down with people that really have things that they want to ask in it. Like,
of course. I'm actually surprised no one's actually done it. I'm actually surprised no one's done it.
Also, there's a little bit of politics in the game. I think people know that me and Jen, that's the homie. So I think sometimes being close with Jen makes other people think, I don't know if I can talk to him because he's close with her and maybe he only works with her.
Shit, though, man. I hate that shit.
Yeah, bro, there's no politics.
Even
like
the actual original idea, I think you remember it was you and Jen supposed to be together.
yeah, that would have been
That
fun.
would have been
That would've been fun.
fun. That would have been
We
fun.
could still do that.
Yeah, exactly. I still would. I've actually got 2 episodes I want to do about.
I'll say no more.
Yeah, it's too
One of
hard.
them can be Rivers and Jen then. No, I mean, we'll do that.
And the next one, I want it to be females of battle rap.
Okay.
Because I don't think there's not enough females around here.
Definitely not.
Like, I don't know what happened, but after DK, it just went.
Do you know what it is about women, yeah? I just think you can't convince a woman to put herself on the line for somebody to chat shit in her face. Every woman that I know will say the same thing. I will fuck a bit. Yo. If I ask you right now, yeah, I'm talking to you, yeah? If I ask you right now, yeah, to get on the stage, stand there and let someone talk shit about you for 3 minutes, how would you feel about that? Would you be honest?
Disgusted. I wouldn't accept it actually.
But, and you have to come to reality that he might know something that you don't want putting out.
Correct.
Yeah, she's not doing it.
Yeah.
That's basically, in a nutshell, no, she's not doing it.
Off.
I think once you understand it's not as deep as it looks from the outside, then I think more people will kind of warm to it. But I just don't think we're in that place yet. But I do think it takes one girl to say, fuck this, step up and smoke a guy. And all the other girls come out with us.
I'm glad you said that. You know what I want to be? I want to be Paris. I want you to tell people, don't fuck with my name.
Okay.
Let me tell them, I'm Paris. Why are you jumping up, man? Come on, man.
Do you know what it is?
You can rap.
I think Paris, I love Paris, but Paris is she's got the same thing. That same thing where it's like, I'm not letting no one chat shit to me. Do you understand? Because of the environments we come from, when people talk too much shit to you, we bang out. We're not standing here, what you want to say. But there's a conditioning that comes with doing this to where, even now in life to me, it takes a lot for someone to try and come up here and say some offensive shit and I really hang on to it. I'm more looking at him like, right, you right? Is everything cool with you? Is everything alright? Like, it takes a lot now because of battle rap. I've heard it all. You know what I mean? A man might be mad at me and he might say something and it's not even as offensive as something that an idiot that battle just said.
It's true.
I can't even be wound up by this no more. It changes, innit? So in the beginning stage, yeah, you battle and you get wound up by shit and it hurts you, but as you go on, you realise none of this doesn't even matter.
Doesn't matter, yeah.
Doesn't even matter. Plus, I'm saying worse shit to them than what they're saying to me.
Yeah.
So I actually have to respect them saying that shit. Cause I just spoke about kicking his grandma down the stairs. You know what I mean? I need to be respectful of the fact that he can say some shit back. Like I have a friend, and my friend was like, he watched one of my old battles, he's like, what? Bro, when I see my man, I'm gonna fuck him up. He can't talk about your mum like that. I said, bruv, I beg you watch my rounds. He watched my rounds, he ran back and said, yeah, nah, you was getting on to me. I said, that's what I'm saying, you can't be getting offended on my behalf, because I'm saying offensive shit. You know what I'm saying? We both have gone into like this kind of unwritten contract. We're both gonna cross the line here. We're both gonna say some shit, but you're man enough to take it, I'm man enough to take it. There is another line that we're not gonna cross.
Of course, yeah.
You understand? But for the show, for this thing, we're gonna get at each other. You know, we're arguing here. This is a professional argument. It doesn't make sense for me to be.
I like that one. I like that one.
That's how I see it. It's a professional argument, so it doesn't make sense us arguing, but not afraid to say something that for the untrained person is hurtful.
I still remember your battle. This is the first, actually one of me first time watching you. Your battle against Dialect.
Okay.
And I was thinking, wow, this guy's mad disrespectful, bro. Like, raw.
So I'll talk about that. So you see that battle there, you gotta think. This is what I learned about battle rap. On the other side, you're seeing a psychopath talking about a screwdriver and someone's daughter's head on one side there. But on my side, we're looking at it like, we're a league and there's a team full of battlers. Dialect, Tally, this one, that one, Flex Blizzard, my man from Birmingham, my man from Wolves, my man from they've all come together and they're gonna come here and try and shut down our thing. So as a team, we gotta go hard on all of them, innit? So I'm trying to do my job. I'm thinking, right, I'm gonna go hard on Dialect. What I'm not really checking though is that Dialect ain't like them, man. Yeah. Dialect ain't even coming. Dialect's on some professional shit. Going like that against him makes me look weird because he's so well rounded. Like he's coming there, he's joking. He's going into that flow. Then he's changing it up to this. Then he's got a bar about that. Then he's punching heavy there. I'm up here leaving the fucking shank stuck in your daughter's head like a nursery rhyme. In the first round.
That was crazy.
That's
like,
just
you came straight out of the gate.
That's just uncalled for. You understand? But this is the early days. You understand? In the early days and the environment, gift of the gap, we can go into that. We will. It was an environment where you're being judged by a man that just came home. You're being judged by a man that's got the, you know what I'm saying? Like you're being judged by the guys. You're coming off stage and the man that's talking to you's got more confidence than you, and he's not even a battler. He's from outside. You understand? He's seen this, that, and the other. And now he's seeing you do this and talk this, and he's saying to you, nah, bro, that's not how it goes. You got to boom, 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 boom. Nah, bro, don't make man say that to you. You got to And when you do it right, yeah, bro, you did what you're supposed to do out there. So like their respect means a lot to you. So you start to hone your skills on how they see or what their perception is. But as you go into other leagues and Rebuttal, you start realizing, well, there's a whole bunch of other people I have to appeal to also.
Facts.
That's the basis, but there's a whole bunch of other people that it matters how they see what I'm saying or what, how they take what I'm saying in it. So
that's fine.
Learning it. So you have to expand and go to other leagues and that. But.
So let's kick off to how, bro. I don't know if it's me. I don't know if my mates who've been ordering bookings, their tickets. Every time I book my tickets, I say, yes, I'm finally going to see the Rivers. Uncle Rivers. Mr. Big Man, behave yourself. The next day, the day I come in, oh, wax. Oh, your favourite's not black. They're like, what? And I'm just like, bloody hell, man. But why have your battles not come this year? Because right now, you were my early favourite for battle of the year.
Yeah.
If all three of them battles happened, you would be my early favourite. Boom, bam, there and there. So why do you think that happened? Because that's actually kind of mad. 3 in a row.
Do you know what? After a while, you know, like you can be like, cool, it's just a coincidence and rare to tear, but. And I don't like to do the whole, well, you know, it's still just got bad luck, rare. There's got to be something behind it. Sorry, there's got to be something behind it to where. This is what I say once. I like to take responsibility in these moments here, and I'll say this: if Rivers was outside of battle rap, where he needs to be, level-wise, none of this shit happens. Like I don't think these men secretly respect me enough as a prize or as one of them names for them to say, raw, hold on, I got rivers. I'm going to move heaven and earth to make sure this shit happens. I don't even want to accept this unless I know I can do it. I don't think that these people looked at me like that. I don't think they took me 100% serious. I don't think none of that. I think...
Really? You think that?
I think that. Because how else could it consistently... Like, obviously... Alright, cool. Let's start from the beginning. The first one that didn't happen...
So he came to battle.
Wait. Because we have to go before Tally. First one didn't happen is Ken Savvy in America. Can't be helped.
Well, he had a battle in America.
I was meant to go to New York and battle Ken Savvy on iBattle. Obviously, pandemic, whatever innit, dubbed. Get out of here. Let's go. Next one was supposed to be Tally.
Yeah, I remember that day. I wasn't even like much. I understand why he didn't want to do it. I understand why it did happen.
I understand why I didn't want to do it. Everybody does, but my thing is this: if I am Tally and I've got power in my league, I'm making sure that shit happens. If I'm on it, if I'm on it, it's happening. I don't care who I have to push outside, but I'm not doing it. I'm a fucking main event here. Are you crazy? My eyes on the clock. I'm looking at it like, what? We're running out of time. Yeah, line me up, mic me up, I'm going up. So, oh yeah, we want to get my... Yeah, we can. If we can get time after, we can do that. But line me up, I'm going up. It's time. That's what I would have been on. He wasn't on that. I questioned that. I questioned why he wasn't urgently trying to make it happen with that position of power and that leverage. We're not talking like you're a random battler on the league. We're talking like you're a boss. So as a boss, you can make it happen if you want it to happen. I feel like there was part of you that didn't want it to happen. I don't know why. To get what I'm trying to say. So we push that to the side. Next, Surfer. Surfer's been a slimy ill for the most of his fucking career, especially when it comes to me.
Shit.
You understand?
I didn't know you lot were supposed to battle before. I did not know that.
Countless times.
I did not know that. I saw a trailer for you both. I think it was twice. I think I saw it for you. Hold on. You thought I was supposed to battle ages ago.
Yeah.
So when that happened, I think, okay, Surfer should be ready. You know, he's
Listen,
supposed to battle this.
But you know the craziest thing about Surfer? I can name multiple battle rappers that have heard Rivers rounds from Surfer. People out here have heard rounds for Rivers from Surfer that Rivers ain't heard. And we're not even talking about just in the 20s. We're talking about in the 2000 and whenevers as well. You understand?
So we're talking about last decade.
We're talking about in the last decade. Listen.
Wow.
Before I was lined up to battle Surfer this time, one of my guys came to check me and said, yeah, bro, I heard like his rounds a few years ago, fam. So I'm just trying to figure out why it ain't happened. This is a guy that was close to him, part of his little squad and whatnot. You understand? So, I think with him, this is what the problem is. His thing, unlike everyone else, is the most genuine version of shook that we have in the whole situation. He is afraid. He's frightened. Like that youth there does not want me to stand in front of him. He is shitting bricks. It sounds good, it looks good on paper, but you see when it gets near to the event, this nigga will catch COVID. His heart will start beating, everything, cold sweats. Like he don't want to jump in the ring with me. Like he does not want to jump in any. Like this has been going on for years, Wax. It's been going on for years, Wax. Like this ain't even new. Donnie don't want no kind of smoke ever. Ever.
Wow.
Ever.
So he's saying because I remember that when we were on Twitter. I don't know why, but every time I go to Twitter, something's happening in the UK battle. I don't know why. Yeah. I went on Twitter and he was like, hold on, what do you mean you got your rounds ready? Fuck that. I'm like, oh, what happened there, bro? So
basically what happened there is this. The Tally battle. Now remember, Tally battle was February the 6th. The Surfer battle was February the 21st.
Yeah, I remember that, yeah.
So we're talking about get ready for him and then you got all that time to get ready for him. You understand? Cool. I get ready for Tally. It don't happen. I've wasted fucking time. You understand? Because if it weren't happening, I could have just got ready for my man in advance and be ready. But it's okay. I'll still make it happen. As soon as the Tally thing didn't happen, I went online. Yo, what's going on? Are you on it or not? You're moving quiet. The same day. The next day, are you on it or not? You're moving quiet. He's ignoring me. He ain't saying nothing. Oh, wow. Trouble says, Raj, you know what? I want my brother to get his battle off in it. So he does the kind of mediator thing and he shouts Templar Surfer and says, yo, bro, what's going on? Templar says, bro, like, I'm on it, fam. I got my bars. I'm trying to go crazy. Like, I'm on it, like, rare. That's what Surfer said to Trouble, innit? So Trouble's calling me back and said, yo, I've spoken to him. He said he's on it. It's back on. I said, okay, let's go. You got it happening. Let's go. You know what I mean? I can start putting my shit together.
No, I'm not gonna lie. You got to shout Trouble, man. He's gonna definitely become a boss sooner or later.
Trouble's behind the scenes tying strings together
every day.
It's been this way for years. He's still in it, and humble as he is, he's not gonna jump out the window and start telling people I did this, I did that. You know, Trouble's an important piece of the jigsaw puzzle.
Yeah, I agree.
But so Trouble's told me he's back on. Cool. I put my shit together. I started learning my shit now. And remember, I already had 3 rounds for Surfer, but I lost the tablet with the 3 rounds on it. So I've lost the 3 rounds that I already had. I've got to repattern everything. It wasn't like I had them sitting down. I got to repattern everything. I've all forgot certain things and then put bars together and then start to remember shit. Oh shit! Go back in, add that piece, very rare. So I'm putting it together, and you know, like, I'm all going through the motions of, I'm not gonna be able to do this. Fuck it. Let me just do what I can. Right, I'm doing it. Right, it's done. He's fucked. He's dead. I'm kidding. Let's fucking go. When is it? And then we get to, I get the, listen, whenever I get like a, maybe a video call from 1 or 2 league owners or a WhatsApp call from a league owner, I already know what time it is.
Really?
You know what I'm saying?
That.
So I got the WhatsApp call from Paris and Snoop. I remember I haven't even spoken to them since the tally shit's gone left. I haven't spoken to them since that moment. So the next time I speak to them is, bro, I'm not gonna lie, but Surfer Battle ain't happening no more. I was just like, yeah, cool innit. I just accepted it. Cool innit, fuck it innit, whatever innit.
Damn, Surfer, hey.
It wasn't nothing new, same old Surfer. Didn't want to do it, whatever. He's out. They're saying he's got COVID. I've done my hood research and I found out that he ain't got COVID. You understand? He had COVID.
Okay.
But basically what he was saying is he don't have his full lung capacity, rare. So he can't bark how he wants to bark and, you know, project how he wants to project, which is what it is. You're performing. If I'm playing football and I can't kick the ball properly, I might have to sit this match out.
I mean,
fair enough. It's just that every time I play Arsenal, I sit the match out. What's going on? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
so it's like every time it's me and you now, something's happening. Yeah,
niggle. Oh my days, it's a reoccurring injury. It's like, what the fuck, fam? When it's Rivers, like, shit. Get this nigga some armbands or some shit, bro. So there's a problem when it's me. So like, he stepped out. Fine. I'm thinking, fuck it, man, I'll just go to the show and just enjoy it. But I'm pissed off because it's like the rebuild card. I've been part of the whole thing, but at the same time, I don't want to go against No Loose Chat or Prem. Really and truly. In my mind, they do that card, it should have been like a joint card. We're doing a Prem card and a No Loose Chat card combined together. We're going to do a Prem battle, then we're going to do a No Loose Chat, then we're going to do a Prem. We're going to change the stage for them. Then we're like, that's what I would have been on. We're going to have a collaborative effort. We're going to do something never done before. We're not going to compete. We're not in a position to compete. You understand? We're not in a position to like, I feel like it was too early for that, in my eyes. That's why I never really wanted to put no energy into the diss tracks and all of this.
Okay.
And I thought to myself, they started too early with the diss tracks anyway. Before I battled Mackenzie, they're going back and forth in diss tracks.
Yeah, I remember that.
Then the shit gets cancelled. Oh, we're not doing it no more. Then it's back on last minute. Like, it just didn't make no sense to me anyway. But boom, it's off now, and I've said cool. I've accepted it's off. I wake up in the morning one day and I see in I think it was the ABK chat, a man said, "Wow, say no more, Rivs, back on, yeah. Alright, let's go." What? I said, "What?"
That?
And it's like Snoop had made a tweet saying, "Yo, I've spoken to Surfer, he said he's gonna do it, let's go, we're back on, it's happening again." Wow. It pissed me off, innit, because I'm thinking straight away, right, hold on. No one ever come chat to me.
Yeah.
And what's you think that you can cut something off? Because you gotta think, when you said, "I can't do it," like my foot's on the pedal like this, I'm driving towards the battle, I can't do it.
Mercy stop. Oh.
take them out, pull the handbrake up, everything. You understand? I've all got my foot up on the dashboard now, like I'm really not going nowhere.
Yeah,
and I'm chilling, and right as I start nodding off in my whip, it's back on. What do you mean it's back on? No, I'm not driving up there, are you crazy? Furthermore, I'm U-turning, I'm out. Fuck this. You know what I mean? So for me, it was like the audacity of trying to get an extra week to prep while you've made me fall back and do nothing. It's not even like you left man on standby, like, listen, I don't know, I'm gonna see you by Wednesday, just keep prepping so that if by Wednesday I'm ready, then rare. It's not even like you gave me some leeway, some heads up like that. You tried to actually make a man stop. You tried to make a man stop and then pop up talking about, yeah, I'm ready now. Are you dumb? Like, I don't think you was prepping in that whole time.
So you think he tried to set you up like that?
Of course he did.
Okay.
Like a lot of these battle rappers need an advantage. You've had bars from me for years, it's never been good enough. So you need an advantage. You know that your bars ain't gonna be able to match, so you need me to not be at my full potential to win. You understand? And it's dumb because I'm the type of guy where you can't even beat me if I'm not doing my best, because you won't get no credit for that. They've seen me put on so much good performances, top level shit. If I'm not doing that when you win, they're gonna be like, yeah, but Rivers had an off day though, bro, come on. You didn't beat the Rivers that did this though, did you? So it's like you can't win unless you give it your all against me giving my all, and you win that way. You understand? But stop trying to get cheap results and all this type of shit, bro. Stop trying to get advantages. We're beyond that. We're big men now, fam. Let's fight or not. One or the other, fight or not. There's no middle ground where you want to fight, get credit for fighting, but not really fight.
So you just don't think Server's fucking with your level any sort of way?
Bruv. Surfer, yeah. The way I would destroy this boy, like, it's just not even worth. I don't even really want to go into it because it just sounds like I'm going over the top. But like, there was a time where he had a chance of looking good in there with me, but now he's got no chance at all of looking any type of, like, listen, the type of stuff that I can do and that I will be trying to do, that I'm willing to do, that I'm able to, like, bruv, he's done. Like, he's done. Like I told someone, I said, Tally, I'll kill Tally, but Surfer will die the worst kind of death. Like, I will literally bury him underneath a graveyard, like, his shit. Like, bro, I would go over the top in killing Surfer. You know what I mean? Like, have you ever seen someone die and then someone still shooting the body after? Then they go to the funeral and throw a grenade in the coffin with them, and like, bro, I'm overkill. That's what it is with him. Overkill. Because with him, it's like we've had enough opportunities to just quickly battle, get out the way and be cool and get on with shit. And you know what I'm saying? But you want to string it out. Like, how much years later now, bro? I've been doing this for almost 10 years. And I ain't battle Surf. What the fuck is going on? He's been doing it for like 7 years. The fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, their attitude is different than mine. I think in battle rap there's like this underlying thing of I haven't lost though, or I never lost though. So people kind of avoid the dangerous ones. They don't really want to battle someone where they can't clearly win. There's a lot of that kind of.
You actually come back to me what some people say, and I was like, yeah, I've actually heard some.
Yeah, you hear it.
I've heard some things.
You hear man start talk about, that's my guy though. Yeah, that's your guy. I tell everybody this, I'll smoke my grandma. I don't give a fuck, bro. If she tries to ever step into the battle arena with me, I'm gonna have to smoke her. This is what I do. Do you think I'm gonna play with her because she's granny? No. You die, and then I'll help you up afterward, but you have to go. We don't play around here.
I say, I'm going to for DLs, he's gonna come out, he's gonna give all the messages.
Trust me. Make grandpa jump in the third round and that.
Because of Jazz versus QB.
Shit. Pops turn up.
But you know what it is, yeah? I've heard this a lot. And not just yourself, but other battlers as well. People will go on to me and be like, oh, I don't think I'm ready for him, you know. I'm like, why are you battling for then? Why are you battling for? Because if I'm a newbie, I'm not gonna lie, and someone says, "Say, would you battle Rivers?" I'm like, yes, all day. Yeah. Are you mad? I don't care if I'm a newbie. You said I'm getting Rivers in my first fight battle. Safe. Safe. I'll come up with the best shit, and he might eclipse it. But I know I learned something from that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I know.
It's like you got to have the attitude of believing in yourself. Innit?
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with being honest though. There's nothing wrong with being like, do you know what? So like, if someone said to me right now, yo, Ricch, like, you saying like you want to jump in the ring with Tyson? No. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to jump in the ring with Tyson. But if they say, raw, just jump in and spar with him so he can show you 1, 2 things. Oh, that's a different thing. When you ask me, I want to fight the professional discipline. Nah, I just wanted to show me certain things. Like I kind of respect the gap of, like, if you're telling me you got no choice, jump in. I'm not a pussy, bro. I'm jumping in, innit?
Yeah,
But realistically, I know there's a gap there. So I'd rather than jump in with you. I'd rather be able to chat to you and be like, bro, like, what do you think is the best way? That would mean more to me at this stage than jumping in with someone that's above my level. Because I know there's no point. I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna lose. I'll learn from losing, but I'd rather you teach me some shit and then get you down the line, having learned some things and upgraded and have a proper battle. You know what I mean? That's the point.
Right.
Let's have a good battle rather than just turn up. That's why a lot of people say, oh, he's got to be a name, he's got to be a name. Then you get smoked. Now what? Now what? Now what?
But I would say if you're one of them people that face vets enough and you're facing killers, you got okay. If you expect to lose and you lose, but you do valiant efforts.
Yeah.
You learn something from that. I always believe you should learn something from even if it's a loss.
Yeah.
Because loss you can learn from thinking I know how to change up now.
Yeah.
Or I know how to do this.
But I think sometimes when you lose to the people of the higher tiers and that, we don't get to see what you've learned until you're putting it into application against people of your own class.
Exactly, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
There's no point. You could learn something from Superman up there, and then you can go and battle Iron Man. We're not going to be able to see what you learn because Iron Man's so he's so over there.
He's stronger than you.
Yeah, so we're still not seeing it. It's only when you come back down to earth and you say, alright, cool, John, let's go.
That's it, John.
And then it's like, okay, you fucked John up. We don't even want to give you John no more. We need someone better than. Like, you start to, it's like you have to go up to learn and then come back down to show and prove and then go back. Like, some people don't want to do that.
That's what I'm saying. When Crash comes back, I think Crash is going to be a fucking monster.
Yeah,
we
can't see it just yet, but when he battles someone of a certain caliber, all what he's going to be able to do as the new Crash that's got the experience of these big battles that he had before he stopped and had his break, it's going to be crazy.
That's what I'm saying, man.
He's going to be able to take in a lot. Like, he's going to be able to learn a lot by just being still and just saying, alright, cool. What works for them? What works for him? How did he do that? Okay, I'm going to stop doing that. I need to add more of that. Say no more. And then he'll get into his bag.
Yeah, I think so. Well,
he's got desire as well. Like, he wants to do it.
Facts.
That's a lot of people don't actually really want to do it, but Crash has got more desire than a lot of people.
Yeah, shout out Crash, man. Shout out Crash. That's new battle. He didn't go down. He didn't go down by alright, cool, I've lost.
I haven't even seen that battle.
You haven't seen it?
No. Because you know what it is. Writing for these battles makes me lock out of everything to lock into what I'm doing, innit? And then when it doesn't happen, I'm pissed off at everything. I don't want to watch no battles. No disrespect to my brothers and Red Tear, but it's just like I'm having to watch yet again another event that I wasn't at, that I should have been at, that I should have been performing at, and it's just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, kind of gets you one way.
Like, now that I'm battling again, I'm gonna have to start. I'm gonna got a backlog of bare battles that I need to go and watch. I've got a big backlog.
Oh yeah, Mr. Rex, Mr. Bobby Ross.
Yes, sir.
Rex.
Yes, sir. Cousin Bobby.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. That's a big battle. I saw that other day. I was like, raw. I did not see that one coming. I'll be honest. I did not. I was trying to think. I'm not gonna lie. I was screaming to the trouble. Hey, Trouble, try to get Gemini from us, man. Fuck this shit, man. You need something, bro. Come on, man.
Gemini doesn't want to battle me still. He doesn't. Before, yeah, I think it was probably on some, I don't like you, so I don't want to battle you. But I think now, because of the work man's put in and the levels, it's more of a respectful, let me warm up before I could even consider battling and like anyone like you right now. You understand? Respectfully. It's not nothing that I could imagine him saying, because it's Gemini, innit? Why would he say that? But that's how I feel it is. I feel he could never try to disrespect and say, oh, Rivers ain't. He just wouldn't say anything. He just won't mention it. But at the same time, I think respectfully, when he comes back and you see who he battles, even the choice he makes will show the respect he has for where man's at. Because you know that Gemini can come straight in and say, I want Rivers.
Facts.
and it wouldn't be a problem.
Facts.
But he ain't gonna come in and do that. It doesn't make sense to you. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, they've been lined up before. You know what I mean? It didn't happen, and then from there, it's just whatever.
I think we're overdue as you see actually come to actually one of the UK goats. We need to see a UK goat. Like
Listen,
Tony
but me and Tony D stood in front of each other to a certain extent with the 2-on-2 thing in it. But
yeah, I saw that one.
I think Tony, that's what I'm saying about Tony. This is why Tony gets the respect that he gets, because there's no one you can name who's on a certain level that hasn't stood in front of Tony D. Tony D makes sure that he leaves his mark on that person's career somewhere. You understand? Like he does that. And then all years later, it's like, what do you want from me, bro? I've already done what I needed to do for you. I just want to see you flourish now, bro. What the fuck? Like, so he does it the right way. You know what I mean? He ain't gonna wait until, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna give you a chance when, like, look.
So you're ready to battle me, and then let's come to the ring. Let's do this. Let's go up.
Thanks.
All right, cool. So I should have said this in the first thing. You know, I usually say the first thing. I got so captivated. Why you ain't battle yet? I've missed that. So what battle brought you to battle rap, and what battle made you love it?
You know, like, there's so much different eras of this shit.
That's true.
You know what I mean? And, you know, I'm talking the old, like, so like, it's the stages, isn't it? So in the early stages, there was on-beat battles, talking way back, but there weren't no internet when them things was really happening. So by the time I've seen them, when
So what, jump off level?
Yeah, jump off, Scribble Jam.
Oh yeah.
Even Scribble Jam. Like,
yeah.
by the time I've seen Scribble Jam, it's all old. You understand? The only reason I know about Scribble Jam is because back in the day I used to go to some record shop. I've told a lot of people about this, and I one time saw a rapper by the name of Supernatural, an American freestyle champion. The guy would come into the record shop and be like, listen, take something out of your pocket.
Somebody's like,
Take something out of your pocket, see man holding up shit, he'll just be freestyling. One time you pulled out a condom. He's like, this the beat and the ride in it. He pulled out the red one, that means he got a tiny dick. So you see the reaction, like the whole room.
Yeah, I can
the
imagine.
whole room, like that was my
yeah.
first feeling of, okay, like, you know, when the punchline hits and that. I seen that live. And so when YouTube's come along now, and I'm just searching, I've typed his name in it. I've seen a battle with him versus Juice, another battler. This guy battled Eminem. Come to find out after doing my research. And it was like a freestyle battle that just wouldn't end. Just wouldn't end.
Oh, it's one of them battles like whoever fucks up.
Kind of that era in it where it's like, right, boom, who's gonna drop the ball kind of thing.
Yeah.
And everything.
T-Rex era. Yeah.
I think in the end, Juice won, and Juice's freestyle was some clean, did you write this type shit? Do you get what I'm saying? Like that era where it's like, when a man was amazing, it was crazy, it was mad to witness or whatever in it. So seeing that made me kind of aware of the idea of it. But the first battle that made me say, raw, like, man can actually do this and smoke an American, was Kruger versus Illusion Z on Grind Time.
Yeah, I remember that.
Kruger's a young English kid, young Freddie. He's gone over there. He's actually gone to LA.
It's true, yeah.
And done his shit. And Illusion Z's got the kind of style that they like over there. That comical, you know, that kind of, it's like a TV presenter type delivery style, like all of that.
Kruger just
came and got the win, and that was the first time, like, I had this stigma in my head where it's like, English people can't be American at rap. Come on, how? They're American, they're rapping. What the fuck? How can we beat them? They've got the voice that is built for this shit. We ain't got the voice built for it. Them time there, I'm looking at delivery a bit more than the depth and the intricacy or whatever.
Yeah.
Plus, what I'm seeing over here ain't really matching up because there's less character.
Yeah.
It's more words and but it's not as much. It's not as charismatic. So it's easy to fall in love with what they're doing over what we're doing, even though there's certain amount of depth. But then when we got it right, crazy.
We're catching up now. I think we caught.
I think we caught up a long time.
We caught up.
I think it's like, as they have gone down, we've kind of risen. You know what I mean? So it's kind of, we're within the same kind of bracket now. It's not whether who's better or less, but it's like the how close it is.
Yeah, because now I battle following UK battlers, like, you want to come battle.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I'll fly you out. Boom.
And they're going over there and killing it.
I ain't seen one loss yet. I'm
just saying, they're going over there and killing it each time.
And that's against bang average Americans. That not even better than our average.
So I'm talking about, my stigma was, even the most average American can stand in there with a good English guy and just talk American, and it would just sound better, and the crowd would be biased and be like, because back in them days, this is the thing. When you go to the comments, you see them saying, we don't even understand that British shit.
Exactly. It just took it was just tease.
Yeah.
Hello, no.
Tea and crumpets and da. So in them days there, it wasn't anything that made you really want to get involved until I saw Kruger win. It made me say, okay, and that made me start. I think Don't Flop started picking up a little while after that.
Yeah.
And so I started to pay attention to Don't Flop and watch what they was doing. And there was a guy in there called Wordsmith.
Yeah, I remember.
Light skin youth with the plaits and that.
Yeah.
He made me want to do this because he made me say, raw, okay, the man them do this. Because that was the first, what I saw as a man them kind of style doing this type of shit. There was guys, like Don's there, you could tell like you're from a certain heritage and that, but you all emulated a similar kind of...
You all got sucked into, not sucked in, but you got into the philosophy of Don't Flop, or
pretty much.
Rap, which
yeah. And he was outside of that philosophy, so he kind of made me say, raw, okay. You know what I'm saying? So that was that. I always thought, okay, and then I'll joke with my Bridget, yeah, bro, when they have URL Brixton, bro, man's gonna be there, like, literally, we used to play that game and say that and mimic bars, your mama will be like, but obviously in the American accent, we're just joking around in it, but you know, like, secretly you're manifesting and you don't know you're manifesting, like, but yeah, I think it's, so I'll definitely say that, you know what I mean, and then once I'm in the game, I'm in the game now, I've done this before, I've battled. This is the battle that made me say, I gotta take this shit fucking serious. And it's crazy because they just re-announced it, innit? But it was Danny Myers versus Roddy. When I saw that battle there,
yeah, that battle was fire.
I said, alright. Because you gotta think, from 2000 and maybe, I'll say 2009 up was disaster season. Disaster was running through shit. From 2010 to 12.
I think Disaster and Arsenal.
Disaster and Arsenal, definitely.
Yeah.
But the reason why I say disaster is because he was battling every fucking way. Like, Arsenal was the main leagues, another nigga state, but Disaster was doing everything. Plus, dominating in Don't Flop, dominating in Grind Time, dominating. The only thing he couldn't quite do was the smack thing. It just didn't work for him, innit? But they was giving him all the plays. His battle with DNA on fucking King of the Dog.
That was fire. That was
madness.
Crazy.
So he was running, to me, he was running the game. Math Hoffa had a crazy run in 2010. He was running through shit, battled a few people and was just back to back killing it. You know what I'm saying? And then
2010?
It's 2010, bro.
Until he died against Calico. Or we talk about after?
He died against Calico.
He died against Calico. So the first time, man, he died.
I think that might have been before his run.
Yeah, also, you're talking about the A-verbs.
I'm talking about when he battled the Marv 1, when he battled Arsenal.
Oh, you're talking about his comeback battle.
Yeah, that was his run.
The fire run.
Yeah.
Came
up, he was on his tape.
It's after he died against Calico, he came back, resurged himself, and nobody was fucking him.
I swear that Calico battle was nuts because Don had all blood on his face in the battle and shit. Do you remember?
Who?
Math. I'm sure it was against Calico.
No, was it Calico?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, I can't remember that one. I need to actually go see that card. I don't remember.
He's got an interview talking about it, I think. If I remember rightly, I could be wrong, but
I know he said he was going to knock someone out and he's tapping his chin, innit?
Yeah,
tapping the guy.
He had a madness just before that battle as well. But yeah, so that little stage, that period there, I started at 2013. So these are the things going up that are building kind of how I feel about the thing up. Like, right, okay, Disaster's the guy, he's killing it, Then Danny Myers came along, and then Danny Myers is killing it now. And so I'm on the Danny Myers train, and then he gets to the Rum Nitty battle, and it's like, yo, these men are different, bro. Like, what the fuck? It's just mad.
Yeah, Rum Nitty, that whole West Side connection, I just
They run the game right now.
Yeah,
They're running it.
Actually, oh yeah, differently.
I think caffeine pulling URL to the West Coast has definitely benefited the West Coast scene in flourishing. Because I think a lot of them have been able to come and see top level battle rap and help develop themselves much more quicker in it. So yeah, it's been good, and they're running the game right now. The top three for me are Geechee, Rum, and Danny Myers. You know what I mean? You can argue who else to put in it.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that.
But them three are doing bits and pieces.
I can't disagree with that too much. I was thinking though, usually you gotta think about it. When you say caffeine, obviously the only British person who really did caffeine is London Jen.
Yeah.
And can you imagine if London Jen just goes to Henny the Henny man and says, yo, just watch these couple battles. And then caffeine get a hook in it like, rah, this is what UK doing.
Henny's already watched he watched my battle with Monk.
That's a fire, bro. See that? That's what I realized. Like, yeah, you know what, this guy. And a lot of my boys were like, they didn't really care for UK battle rap. So they saw that battle like, rah, this guy's sick, bro.
Okay, that's it. That's what I want to do. I want it to be because there's a lot of men out here that, again, I've told you where man's coming from. The perception that I have of battle rap. I started with the perception, oh, UK guy can't beat the American at no rap. You fucking crazy. Like, I started with that perception. I had to get in it to be able to be like, okay, cool, what am I talking about? No, like there's just levels. He could be American and shit. I'm from the UK and fire. You understand? I shouldn't have no problem with him, realistically, innit? But it's like the stigma you have to overcome. So I think there's a lot of fans, they don't invest as much physical energy and time and effort into this thing to really delve into it and see what the possibilities could be. They're just on the outside. So it's to them, it's just like, what? UK battle? What, you mean like that sucking mum shit? Nah, bro, that's not what they got, bro. And it's easy. It's easy to dismiss the whole thing like that. That's why we don't have no female battlers, for me. Because the attitude is, I can't be spoken to like that. I'm not in a place, I'm the disrespectful one. I can't, no one else can't disrespect me. I'm disrespectful.
I'm going to say this. I'm going to take it.
That's it. That's it. So I think when we can overcome that, and do you know what it is about battle rap? I think, you see the day we can get two girls going in there, literally ripping shreds out of each other lyrically, and then afterwards, oh babe, that was so sick, big up, and we see them embrace and be able to, because that's what it is, you know, about battle rap. The embrace afterward is what makes it more digestible to the person watching. Nobody wants to watch and think, oh, I hope they both got homo right afterwards. We want to know that afterwards they dapped up. In the moment of the battle, I don't want you lot to be dapping up your friends, but
that's true.
When they call time at the end, I'm looking for that handshake. I need to see it.
I'm sick of people seeing people fucking dapping up during bars. Don't dap up in my bars, man. Come on, man.
That's dead.
Come on, man. Fuck that. He's trying to kill your head. He's trying to take your head off, fam.
Yeah. Don't be. And it's crazy because imagine like someone just smoked you and you're like, oh shit, that was crazy. But man said you kicked my mum off the roof. Like, yo, that's fire, bro. Like, shit. It's like, what are you doing, fam?
You know who does it the worst? JC. I can't stand when he fucking does that, bro. I can't stand when he does that. Do you know what it is? I think when he does that, it's like a defense mechanism for him losing, innit? I think so basically, I kind of do a similar thing, and I'll say this, I don't give a fuck. But basically, it's like, if I'm battling someone, you can go and look at my battles. If they say something, more time I'm not listening. If they say something and the crowd go crazy for what they said, I don't even know what it is. But I'll kind of do the whole, okay, yeah. But the reason I'm doing that is because as someone that's in the crowd a certain time, it looks very salty when the guy said something fire and you're actually, you don't have to react, but if you're going the other direction with it, where it's like, now you're acting like, oh, that was trash, bro. What the fuck? Like, you make yourself look weird. You understand? Facts.
You better just don't react or just give a slight, okay, that was alright. Don't know what he said, but it worked. That's more what I'm looking at. I'm looking at it like, oh shit, that worked. Don't know what he said, but it worked. Literally.
No, I think it's important to hear what it's here today, though, because if you can rebuttal like that, I mean, rebuttalers, they love it. If they're, so I'm getting like a good extra 30 seconds of crowd reaction. What can I think of? Yeah. And boom, I've got that rebuttal.
Definitely.
Enjoy your moment. Enjoy your moment.
Exactly that. You know what? The rebuttaling can be dangerous, though. You gotta keep it. It's gotta be simple but clean and simple.
It's gotta make sense as well.
But the best rebuttals are a touch more than simple. Because the best rebuttals, you see a man will do 4 bars leading up to the rebuttal, and then another rebuttal afterwards with a whole different rhyme scheme, then another rebuttal, then go into the material. It's like, Jesus Christ, bro, you're a fucking professional. Know what I mean? Like, that's the shit that we're really judging for. Like, I could just, like, you know, me and you talking, you have your thing, and while you're talking, I'm looking at this sweet back there, oh shit, fizzy mix, yeah, fizzy mix, little mix, fizzy mix, little, okay, cool. And then when it's my time to talk, I'm on some different shit. You get ripped to the side like this pack of fizzy mix. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could really.
Well, actually said ripped to the side.
Come on, bro. I could really.
Guy's a joke.
I could really do it, but it's like, if before I say that, I go into, it started in 1966. My family was on some different shit. Yeah, we went up and down and we had some different hit, but you could still get ripped to the side like this. It's like, oh shit. I didn't even see him going there. He took us over there and then came back. So the people that are best at the rebuttaling thing, they do that. They're going to build something. You're not even going to see it coming. Then they're going to hit with it. Then after that, right when you think they're finished, it starts giving you a rebuttal about the Captain Morgan now. You understand? Just to tie it off.
Yeah, they want to polish that round.
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
I'm gonna win this round.
Of course, I'm winning it before I start. And then once I start, and then like, yo, they're going crazy. Now, round 3, it's getting hard in here. You know what I'm saying? Like, now you're starting your material kind of thing. But yeah, man.
No, that's fire though. That's fire. One thing I'll say about battle rappers, and I didn't know about it until I actually judged on Ami's league, Messi's league. Shout out to them, by the way. Trenches. You know, I'm nervous. I was actually just talk to everyone about my opinion. I'm like, oh shit.
Oh, well, like, yeah. You was looking a little nervy still.
Yeah, the first time I did it, I was like, oh shit. Everyone watching.
Bit daunting and that.
Yeah. And but the more I got into it, the more I was like, you know, I'm just gonna say my opinion. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? So when I got to Messi and Black Tea, I was like, yep. Boom. This is my result, innit? Boom. But the first time I went in there, I was like.
Because I think that battle was a debatable down the line. So I feel like anybody who was last to make an opinion on that one, there's a bit of pressure on them because this battle was very debatable to a certain extent. A lot of people have it clear, but
I knew what the worst of it all was the Reckless and Primo, the Reckless and Ami. I was like, oh,
yeah.
You know, Ami 1 minute. They're like, oh, but Reckless said this. Oh no, that's fine. Yeah. Oh, that was fine. Oh, I don't know what to say.
I feel like Reckless had some crazy bits, but he had crazy bits, but they wasn't as suited for the attack.
I hear what you're saying.
And that was basically my criticism. Well, it's not even really criticism, really, but it was just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're fighting and you've just done a backflip. That's crazy, but bang. You get what I'm saying? That's kind of what it was for me. It's more style over whatever else, innit?
Do you think he wasn't directing at Ami?
I think with, see, like people like Reckless, I think his style sometimes is to speak on some masses type shit, on some for my people type shit. So, no, I don't think certain things directed. But I think what he does is that Amity is a small part of the statistics that he's talking about. So what he's trying to show you is, what I'm telling you is deeper than just you. This is about you and your kind, you and everyone like you and the people that don't want to listen, you and whoever's ignorant. So, in a way, it is directed to him, but in the format of battle rap, we kind of want you to hone in on his character.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, and break down how his character and boom, boom, boom. Kind of what Amity did to him. Amity took his character and said, boom, this is the problem. This is what you're doing. This is what you're not doing. You know what I mean?
That was a fire battle still. That was a fire battle.